Welcome to another edition of The Talkin Hands.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of EPL on
Class is in session, hitting the books on Pub Sports.
This is another exciting edition of the main event on Talkin Hands. Bang, bang! What's going on, guys? You are tuned in to another edition of the main event on Talkin Hands. So I'm your host, Preston, joined by my co-host, Mr. Danny Betts, right over there. We're to break down this week's main event. Got Shakur Stevenson, the return, taking on Robson Conceicao. Huge fight, ESPN Plus, or it could be ESPN, actually. Friday night. So before we break into that bout, we got to recap last week. Another winner on the board. Danny, Canelo gets it done via decision against Triple G. Your thoughts on Canelo's performance and the future for Canelo?
He got it done. The trilogy is over. These guys have been going at it for a while now, for years. It went the way I thought it would, man. I mean, like I said, 168 pounds. Triple G, the first time up there, added weight would help him, in my opinion. He's just tough as hell anyway. He's never been knocked down ever, since like the amateurs ever in his whole career. But Canelo did good, man. He looked good. He should have did that game plan from the get-go, from the first fight, be more aggressive, extend with his jab more, and things like that. But, he got it done. We cast another bet by decision. There was a couple rounds that he was pouring it on him, and Triple G kind of looked hurt or whatever, but he hung in there and like a true champ, and he got it done.
Yeah, I thought Canelo did what he needed to do, which was, I'm not saying cruise to a decision, but win the rounds. I thought he won more rounds than the judges' scorecards. I think the judges had 7-5 and 8-4. I thought it was more, 9-3.
That 7-5 surprised me.
Yeah, I thought it was a little more clear than.
I had him winning the first 7-8 rounds by himself.
Yeah, I agree. He looked good. Kind of what we said, younger guy, speed kills, and Triple G. He's wearing the age. He's 40 years old. He's not young anymore. So good win by Canelo. Wins the decision. That was the bet. That's the bet we had. Nice and easy. Always great to catch that. Hit the chat up real quick. See Nick in the chat. Sharpie Lund. Everyone know the best place for free money in boxing on the internet right here. Stingham Scorp in the chat. Andrew, Mrs. Big Show in the chat. Thank you, Mrs. Big Show.
Let's go.
And Stingham Scorp. A lot of Shakur love. That being said, we will start our breakdown this Friday night. Main event, Shakur Stevenson taking on Robson Conceicao in Shakur's, hometown fight, right? Newark. So, current odds at our favorite book, mybookie.ag. Promo code PUBSPORTS have Shakur Stevenson as a minus 2,000 favorite, and Robson at plus 700. Round prop over 10.5 is minus 250, under plus 175. MyBookie.ag, promo code PUBSPORTS, gear deposit bonus match, 100% up to $1,000. Use the Bitcoin, get that $1,000. Danny, thoughts? Shakur Stevenson, Robson Conceicao.
You know me. I've been a Shakur fan for forever, man. The kid's got it all. Conceicao, if you don't know about him, he's actually a gold medalist. He fought Lomachenko back in the day, and he gave him a good run for his money in the amateurs and things like that in the Olympics. But he's big for the division. But the thing with him though, it's hard for him to make the weight a lot of times. He fought Oscar Valdez, who Stevenson just beat the brakes off of pretty much. And for me, he won that fight. I thought they gave it to Valdez as a gift. He did. It was kind of his fault because he does tend to slow down in the second half of fights because he's so big for the division. So he could have did a little bit more, seal the deal. But Shakur, man, I tell you, man, his footwork is amazing. His instincts and reflexes are crazy. His jab, I don't see anybody. I'll put it this way: I don't see anybody outboxing him in this weight class, especially. He should beat everybody in this weight class easy. The thing is too, he doesn't have a lot of power, but if you notice in the last couple of fights, he's he's been filling out his body. You know, he's been true 130 pounds. He's been talking about moving up in weight class.
Yep.
And he got his finish against Herring late in that. I think it was round 10, if I'm not mistaken, man. And it's juiced here by decision. It's minus 200. But you know me, I'm taking a shot. I'm taking a shot because I feel like Shakur's going to another level right now. He's getting his man strength now. He's getting his power. And add on that Conceicao tends to slow down in the second half of fights. And he doesn't really throw a lot, so he leaves a lot of gaps to get countered and picked apart. And I see Shakur is picking this guy apart like the whole fight. One of those like TKO maybe corner stoppages, or the ref just waves it off because he's taking too many hits in the end. So I looked at round 7 to 12, and is that plus 300. I love that number, so I'm gonna throw a unit on that. I think he gets it done late here, man, and makes a statement. If I'm him, Shakur knows he's a big star, and knockouts is gonna make you even more of a big star, especially if you try and go up a weight class and get the bigger fights. That would be amazing if he makes a statement here, because he's never been knocked out Conceicao. So that's my angle for this one.
Yeah, I mean that number is very enticing. I didn't think that number would be quite that high for 7 to 12. From what I watched from Conceicao, tough fight. I think this is gonna be a very, very tough fight for him. Mills is actually with you there. Mills is saying Shakur by TKO for him. So hey, there's someone there, and of course, gotta love Guillermo Zertucci in the chat. What's going on, G? Yeah. So from what I saw with Robson, he was really he was winging some punches. I actually kind of don't disagree with what you're saying, because I think he's gonna come to fight. I think a lot of the guys wouldn't really want to fight Shakur, so I think he's gonna try to get inside, try to really hit him with some hard body shots. Because if he's at range, he is going to be picked apart easily, very easily. His jab, Shakur's jab, he'll just pot shot. He could literally pot shot him for 12 rounds, win every minute of the fight,
Easy,
and win a decision, cash the decision bet. Or he could, like you said, put it on him later in the fight and really, unload, which hopefully he does for your bet. Sharpie is saying, thank you for the free money on Canelo. Now I don't have to feed butter noodles to the kids. No more butter noodles. Sharpie. I don't mind butter noodles, Sharpie, but that's just me. I don't mind them. I like Shakur here. I like him quite a bit. I'm just a little wary because I could see him winning the decision. So I guess if you want to play both the decision and the 7 to 12, he could get it done. I'm trying to see if MyBookie has the decision prop, because I know you said minus 200. I saw it at minus 170, 175 at some other books, which, again, it is juiced. But I'm leaning towards the decision personally. I think Stevenson's going to kind of pot shot him. Although, hometown fight, you might want that finish.
That's another thing.
Yeah, you might want
this
that
card,
finish.
if you check this card out, man, because one of my interviews with Shushu Carrington, he's gonna be on it. Tons of prospects. Him, Keyshawn Davis. It's gonna be filled with young killers in there. It's gonna be a good card for sure.
Yeah, and then a throwback name here by Stingham Score, but Conceicao is no Freitas. Freitas used to fight in Diego Corrales' division back in the day. So that's a throwback name. But yeah, I don't mind it. I'm going to go official. I will go Stevenson decision. The best line, again, MyBookie, I do not see the line currently. Hopefully the line comes out shortly. I see minus 175. So I'm going to go minus 175. Danny, what are you thinking here?
Like I said, man, I don't mind. Of course, I could see Shakur's gonna win this fight. I'm just gonna say it like that. He ain't losing this fight. It's just how does he want to win it? Definitely gonna win a decision easily, especially being in his hometown, which he won't need any help at all. But I just think he knows that too. He doesn't want to be a decision machine, And like I said, if you're talking about moving up, you know you're practicing your power shots and getting your body right for that bigger weight class. So that's my, and like I said, Conceicao, he slows down in fights, man, and he takes like breaks here and there. And I just see, if he really wants it, I could see Shakur really teeing off on this dude. Like he was doing that with Valdez, but Valdez is tough as hell. Like the guy fought with a broken jaw.
Yeah.
Conceicao, I'm not calling him soft, but he's not Valdez. Like, even though I think he beat Valdez, but he when it comes to surviving like that, if Shakur, ramps it up, I don't think he could survive late. So for that number plus 300, I gotta do it. I gotta take that shot for that one.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't disagree with your thoughts on that. I'm just looking at some of his opponents, and I can say so. This is, probably besides the Olympics, obviously, his toughest bout yet, for sure.
Because he fought his last fight was against Xavier Martinez. He's a prospect coming up, nothing special. Like it wasn't somebody like great.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go. I know it's juice, but I'm just gonna go Shakur by decision. I think he's gonna play it relatively safe. Hopefully, he moves up in weight because the talk again. There's a lot of talk in boxing. Who knows if the fights will ever happen? The Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis. The talk is December, and then we just saw they agreed Spence Crawford to November 19th, but they got announced.
Not official yet, but they got sign the paperwork. I can't wait.
And then, I mean, I know who I'm picking, but
me too.
When that fight comes, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll wait for that one.
Yeah, and then Dan here at the end, can I get your guys' thoughts on Parker versus Joyce? So that's Joe Joyce versus Joseph Parker, heavyweight bout. I believe it's in the UK this week, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
So Danny, go ahead.
I'm actually might have a bet for that one. Because Joyce they're fighting basically in his hometown, and I think that fight actually goes a distance, and I might look at Joyce by decision or fight goes a distance or both, depending on what that. That's about it. I gotta dig more into it, but because I could see Parker having success early, actually winning like 7 rounds or something like that, or 6, and it could be a close fight, and Joyce gets the decision because of the hometown advantage.
Yeah, I like Joe Joyce actually quite a bit. I remember when he beat, he upset Daniel Dubois.
Jabbed the shit out of it.
Yeah, exactly. And then he's got 2 good finishes after that. Joseph Parker, I'm trying to think, who was his last bout? Oh, Derek Chisora wins a decision. Yeah, I mean, again, this is a juiced line, but right. I think Joe Joyce is the better boxer. I think he's going to win the fight. I don't know if he will win by decision or late finish. I would have to see the round prop. Let me bring that up. The round prop. So Joyce by decision is plus 120. Parker by decision plus 300. The round prop, fight goes to the distance, is minus 175. So kind of thinking, I guess, lockstep where you're at with Joyce by decision, which I wouldn't disagree with you with that prediction.
Because Parker, man, he be playing it too safe. Like, I don't like he could box and move and shit like that, but like he doesn't. Like Chisora, he could have actually maybe took him out, but he was just cruising. Like he was, chilling and taking a decision.
Yeah, and then I see Tone in the chat. Then Dan, good luck this weekend. I think training under Andy Lee, a couple camps now. Parker's hand speed makes it close.
I agree. Like this could be a definitely a close fight for sure.
Yeah. That being said, I will take Joe Joyce by decision.
Maybe a draw too.
Yeah. I mean, it could be
Hey, I found it. Yeah. Hey, so I found this out like today. They in the contract, they have a rematch clause. So
The Joyce fight.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean everyone's doing the fucking rematch, right? Like Canelo
Nah.
Bivol, they're gonna like rematch.
Oh, well,
Spence,
maybe.
the
I don't think
Spence
so,
fight, they said they're doing the rematch too.
You know they're gonna, that's not gonna be a one fight,
Yeah.
and that's it. They're gonna fight probably 3 times, which I'm all for it. Like, let's go.
Yeah, I mean they're clearly the 2 top welterweights, but
Yeah.
still, like they just write that in the contract prior. Yeah, so that's about it. So best bet, I'm going Shakur decision minus 175, and I'll take Joe Joyce decision, like plus 120, plus 130. Danny, best bet.
Yeah, I like Joyce by decision also, and then I like Shakur Stevenson by KO TKO around 7-12 plus 300. And stay tuned on my Twitter. I'm always putting my picks out there. I always dig into like the honor cards and shit. Find some hidden gems. I do my research and stuff. So I'm gonna see if I can find a couple, because I know a couple of my favorite prospects are up fighting, but a lot of them are like super juice, like minus 5,000.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
I mean,
that. So
you'd even have to get a juice line on a KO. I'm sure.
So I'll see what I could find to add to the betting card.
For sure. And I'll hit a couple late sponsors real quick. Prize Picks, if you guys aren't, go to Prize Picks, prizepicks.com. And that promo code PUBSPORTS. Sharpie does a daily show for us for baseball. Prizepicks.com, promo code PUBSPORTS. Get that $100, get that match, first time deposit. Prizepicks.com, promo code PUBSPORTS. Buy me a coffee, as Big Show had put up there, buymeacoffee.com/PubSportsRadio. Any and all donations to Buy Me a Coffee go to our trip in Atlantic City. That would help greatly. We'd love to see all you guys out there. Buymeacoffee.com/PubSportsRadio. Danny loves to say, hit that like. So make sure you're subscribed, of course. Comment down below your thoughts on the fight. You guys agree, disagree? Let us know. Some playful banter. We're always here for it.
Sorry.
And
Anybody picking the underdog? I want to hear that.
oh yeah, I mean the only one where
get these comments going.
Yeah, we got where we really lost was I keep forgetting the guy's name. You know him.
Who?
The guy
Google?
who got he lost to like the Mexican guy. I can't remember his name. He was showboating. He was getting his ass kicked. He was like a minus 3,000 favorite.
Oh,
like
Colbert?
Yeah, Chris Colbert. Yeah,
Colbert. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's fine. I made money with the Dominican after that fight. That was awesome.
Yeah, that guy, that punk. So
Hector
yeah, if you guys are on the underdog here, I'd be, I'll tip my cap to you if he wins the bout, because Shakur Stevenson definitely is top 5 boxer.
Upset.
Yeah, in boxing currently. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Stay tuned. 5 minutes from now, boys will be live. Dana White Contender Series. Stay tuned. Huge fights. Only 2 weeks left. Tone put in the chat who he likes. Get on that guy. Plus 700 first round KO for. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. If he wins, he wins. So hop on that one. That's it. Main event Talkin Hands. No show next week. No fights next week, unfortunately. So we'll be back the following week to hopefully put more money in your guys' pockets. We'll see you guys all next week, 2 weeks from now. Have a good one, guys.